Sound like a type of condom.
Bare Minimum responded to Joe's critique of Drake's album.
That's a good one.
But what did you say?
What happened?
Bare Minimum sounds like a type of condom.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you got that. Okay.
No, I was just thinking about it, but I was like, I feel like he didn't get enough credit for it in the moment.
It's just a jab, nigga.
It was good.
But yeah, no, Rory and Joe Budden, they responded to Drake's critique. Y'all know what the fuck I said. I said it already.
Yeah. But
it's a rebuttal.
Who's been waiting on who? Like, has Joe Budden been waiting on Rory and Mal to respond? Or has Rory and Mal been waiting on Joe to respond?
Joe always claps back if they say something to him.
But I thought since our last time talking about them, Joe has been waiting for Rory and Mal to respond.
Yeah, because he always finishes it. Like Joe almost never starts it, but he always finishes it.
I was saying.
Yeah, so it normally always ends with him because he says some violation shit and they just like I don't know why Rory and Mal continue to do this shit. It's like, God. Okay, Mal, I'm trying to figure out how I even feel about this. Mal won't say Joe Budden's name. And I'm really starting to hate when podcasters be like, I'm not even going to say their name, but you know, dude. So like Fig, T-Rail and Fig Muni and them.
Charlemagne.
Yeah. Oh my God, that one was disgusting too, bro. It's like, because at this point, it's fucking infringing on your job. You know what I mean? On your performance. Like when Charlemagne was talking about the whole Carisha winning and he was listing podcasts.
He went out of his way.
Nigga, there was it was like a 10-second pause, it felt like. It was like.
Before he was like Joe Budden.
It's like I could hear and see him doing this, like, Joe. You know what I'm saying? Damn, bro. It's like, you know, it's just like.
Some animosity.
Yeah, it's just like, bro, just say his name. It's fucking up your flow right now. You know what I'm saying? And same with Mal, it's like.
Joe just fries that nigga's circuit board, like hearing his name.
Yeah, hearing they name.
Treat this nigga like Voldemort.
What is it? Because y'all saying dude sounds just stupid as fuck. Like, Charlemagne didn't say dude. He finally said his name after he
12 years.
After 12 years of, silence. But
everybody is starting to talk like rappers, like they mob bosses or something.
Yeah, like, and this shit is, I don't think, as a broadcaster or a podcaster, it sounds dumb as fuck to me.
Well, sometimes the subliminal is helpful when it works, because sometimes we do that too. We omit a name.
The sub though, but it's like the sub is different from like dude or I ain't gonna say his name, but you know who I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like the sub hits better. You know,
and our sub is poetic.
Yeah, or the joke. Like Big Sloth instead of his name.
Like Big Sloth.
That goes harder. We're still acknowledging the human.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With a name, it's just not your name. You know?
Right.
We're trying to disrespect you.
Yeah, but dude is just like. T-Rail and Fig Me and Back on Fig, they were all doing it. They would only refer to Adam 22 as dude. And I'm just like.
Dude is almost like an excuse. Like you kind of like still talking about him. You know what I mean? Like just in a weird way.
Dude is what you use when you're truly hurt and traumatized by.
Yeah, that's really how I feel.
Yeah, like you can't even like it's like recalling something that happened to you when you was a kid.
Yeah,
that you want to keep saying.
Yeah, bro, it's got more trauma attached to it when you say dude. Like I'm glad Rory doesn't say dude because like Rory will at least say Joe's name, and because we know Rory's too sensitive to like. If he said dude, it would hurt. It would sound painful, like as fuck.
He would choke up saying dude.
Yeah, like Mal be trying to make dude sound like I'm holding my position firm over here. But at the end of the day,
trying to play the alpha male.
Trying to play the alpha male. This shit just sound corny as fuck. And it's like you're already not like nice on the mic. I need you to say people's names. You know what I'm saying?
And then the connection is deeper with Mal.
It is deeper. But you know what?
Caveat.
He used to live with him.
Yeah.
That's true. And that also is another reason why I think that he don't like saying his name, because when Joe shoots at Mal because their connection was deeper, them shits be low, my nigga.
Deep
like
cuts.
they be deep cuts, nigga. They be B-sides. You know what I'm saying? They be shit nobody knew why. Like when he
sleeper.
Yeah, so after Mal fucking clapped at him or said dude was being personal, Joe jumps back on the air and he's like, I don't know why basketball husbands are talking to me, nigga. Like you were just homeless. Yeah. It's like, damn, nigga.
It's almost like he's scared to say his name because there's like a bomb waiting to drop. That it's like, nigga, you get too close, it's like, I'm just gonna let this shit blow up.
Should have Claymore.
But this is the thing that confuses me. It's like, when you know each other that equally well, okay, it's gonna get nasty probably, right? And neither of y'all want to go there.
You know.
But at this point, Joe is comfortable with it. It's obvious.
Clearly.
Even if you allude to him, I'm comfortable letting everybody know you're homeless and you only live with niggas, it seems like.
Habitually.
Habitually. Why don't you have a home, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? And so it's like,
And he said that.
as he alluded to that. Yeah, Joe alluded to that. But it's confusing because it's like, so at this point, it's like, Maul, bruh, fight back, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Please,
like,
God.
I know you know something about him that would fuck us all up. You know what I'm
Bro.
saying?
But he might be on some Donald Trump shit to where it's like, you throwing mud on a brown suit is not going to show up as well.
Oh, yeah. That's what you're saying.
And, but it's I
Joe's
don't
too
know.
good. Joe's
You out
too
here
good.
catching L's, bruh.
I don't know what it is. Maybe do they have equal amount of ammo on each other?
I feel like they have to. Bruh, one of them was on Angel Dust.
Yeah.
So
But
it's
we
like,
know it. It's not
Yeah.
like we didn't know he was on
Yeah,
dust.
that's true. It's
That's
not
the
a
thing.
secret.
Like, that's
Yeah,
why
that's
it's the
true.
mud tuxedo thing. Is like, you can't get dirty. He doesn't have a clean image.
Yeah.
and Maul's image is so.
It's a blank slate.
See, what's hurting Maul is
Very
that
malleable.
like we don't really know much about this nigga. It's
Right.
like he popped up as Joe's friend on the podcast. That was our introduction to him. Like,
Yep.
sure, people knew him in the background, but the masses didn't. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? So it's like you are grandfathered in because we fucked with Joe in the Joe Budden podcast.
He was Big Brother then before that.
And then
Yeah.
your brother is like
Yeah,
a successful battle rapper.
no.
Close enough.
What's his
Chill
brother?
out.
I honestly.
For all intents and purposes, a one hit
so,
wonder.
It's so crazy. It's just like hilarious. But he was one of the founders of Rockefeller. His brother was one
Oh,
of the
yeah.
founders of Rockefeller.
So that was an understatement. But
Severely.
It was a crazy under.
But like-
Biggs, J, and Dame.
but honestly, like shit, that's nigga. I like my version better. Like my version makes sense than nigga homeless.
you're talking about Ice. Ice's brother is Arsenal, the battle rapper.
Oh, but who's Maul's?
Maul's brother is Biggs,
But
one of the creators
he-
of Rockefeller.
yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
So how is he homeless?
That's
There you
see,
go.
see,
There you go.
There's a lot of
Like
questions
that's
that come
why
up.
his story should be that.
That's why. Yeah, that's
Like-
why. That's why it looks bad because it's like, okay, hearing that Joe and Maul used to live together back in the day. Who gives a fuck? Like that was your roommate. That's your homie. That's all regular. But it's like now it's like you were just living with another guy. That's a
Yeah.
what?
Like, how old are you?
Yeah, how old? Now a lot of questions that are coming up. Like
And granted, like benefit of the doubt, it's New York,
things are expensive.
tax, inflation, nigga, carriers are pulling out. You feel me?
Yeah,
You Rockefeller royalty. You should be able to live anywhere.
but he
comfortably.
obviously never got perks from that because
Royalty.
royalty. Yeah, he obviously never got perks from that though, right? Because
Bro.
the first time we heard about him was because at least not public perks. I'm not gonna say any perks at all, but public perks. Because the first time we were introduced, Joe Budden introduced him to us. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
So
it doesn't seem like he's going to college or like he had a job and then like
And
he
why
was
does
quit
he
that
didn't
to
use
do
to-
this.
It doesn't sound like I never heard him talk about. Did he used to ball in college?
Why
like,
does
what
he
does
sound
he?
like-
What are his accolades
He
besides
sound like he-
being cool?
He
you know
sound
what
like
I'm
he
saying?
never had real responsibility.
That's really what it sounds like.
'Cause
Yeah.
Why doesn't he look like he's from a dynasty? Like with Diddy's son, you can look at it and you're like, he's obviously from a dynasty.
Diddy's
Yeah.
son is different.
All these other niggas, even Master P's son, he hooping. I saw his highlight. I was like, what the fuck? He kind of nice.
Those
Romeo-
are sons. You a prince.
Yeah, Romeo was kind of nice.
You
yeah.
a prince. Being a prince is different.
Well, Master P other son too. He got to go with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But still though,
He
like,
got twins now. Yeah.
yeah. But them niggas look like they come from a dynasty. What's wrong with this nigga?
Rory, you need to get away from this nigga because I mean, y'all
Yo.
y'all podcast sucks, but you are the better half of this podcast.
Yeah.
What if Maul was doing Angel Dust with him?
Joe would have told us by now.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah,
so.
I don't.
I feel like they would have had PCP
honestly,
stories.
I don't think so because Joe is like slow feeding us mall dirt.
That's
So
what
it-
I mean.
yeah,
like
so-
Joe is
That's the
real
rules.
cynical.
Yeah,
he's gonna hold it. He's
slow
gonna give
feeding
him
us. So it's like
breadcrumbs. Yeah.
you mention me one time, I'll throw one gem out, and I could talk about that one gem for like 20 minutes.
Because saying a
Because
nigga,
he's so good
Saying
at
a
it.
nigga homeless is
saying
sent us
a-
on this rant.
a damn near 30-year-old man is
Yeah,
like,
how old is Moss? See if you can look that up.
But the thing is, he didn't just call him homeless. He said he's a basketball husband.
Which is crazy. Yeah, let's
that's
listen
some like
to
love
that.
and
Let's-
basketball shit, right?
Yeah, let's actually listen to him call him a basketball husband because it's in not that clip. It's in
Oh, this one over here.
that one.
beautiful timing.
Yes.
Look at that. Look at that hat.
Looking very Dominican.
Yeah, from the jump.
All right.
This is a Danny video.
Joe Budden calls Maul a homeless basketball husband.
But in the comments, some of you up seen basketball husbands laughing. I seen that was recently homeless.
That's right. In the recent episode of the Joe Budden podcast, Joe Budden unloaded on his former nearest and dearest, Maul. A lot of people are focused on Drake versus Joe, but this episode showcased an escalation in the pod war between Maul and Joe Budden. Now, this shot that Joe took is interesting, largely because it is Joe once again referencing how Maul lived with him and also how he has a propensity for living with other men. He's talking about
Great
people
word.
like Brandon
Right.
Jennings, maybe somebody like Trevor Ariza. I think Maul used to live with them and stuff like that. So that's no doubt what he's referencing. He's basically calling Maul a vegan vagabond. Look that word up. And why did Joe choose to do this? Well, he did this in response to Maul leaving emojis under Drake's diss of Joe on Instagram. Remember that thing where he showed the fedora case and said, I don't gotta buy Best Buy mics because I'm the hottest rapper in the world. Thank God life has made me good. I don't gotta resort to doing podcasts. Well, Maul left a comment under that, and I guess
shit.
Joe noted that and didn't really like that. Also, Maul was very critical of Joe for being super personal in talking about Drake dating 25-year-olds and said that Joe should not be the messenger.
In that rant, there was a lot of personal shots.
That's what I'm saying. He's been holding on to this and was like, oh, well, you think Joe gave personal shots?
Stop 25-year-olds?
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Yeah, but dude can't be the one to tell Drake that.
Very fascinating because I think Maul's kind of right. But hey, Joe Budden acknowledged that on the podcast and said, yeah, I did date 25-year-olds.
pause real
So I
quick?
guess in
You know what I realized that Chigs and Danny both do? They be having some little funky music playing underneath their voices when they be talking. Or like on video playbacks. I wonder if that helps with the copyright thing. I might ask them that.
I think it just helps with the entertainment value too.
Well, in terms of definitely for Danny's
Oh, but when
videos.
it's playing, yeah, it does. Because it's like,
Because you remember when we first couple times we watched Chigs videos, playbacks, you used to always be like, what is this classical music playing?
yeah, but it's to throw off the system.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to the stop.
Yeah. But yeah.
Dominican engineer.
But I didn't realize it was two players. Are they rookies?
No, Brandon Jennings doesn't play anymore. Trevor Ariza's still in the NBA.
But
They were both-
he's a vet though.
They were
Barely.
both good, but never like great or like all-star niggas that
But
you
they
would
both
actually hear
had
about.
1 year where you thought they were going to be an all-star.
Put it this way: when I was a kid, there was this one nigga who lied and said his brother was Brandon Jennings, and he was good enough.
Oh, that was one of the niggas.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was
shit.
good enough to what like Brandon Jennings was at the level where that was believable.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
all right, that could be your brother,
Yeah.
nigga. Like, but I was also a kid.
That's kind of crazy living with like two grown men. Like that's crazy. If y'all were in like, because
That sounds like a fret.
that's what I was thinking, like a rookie frat house. That's why I was asking if they were rookies or not.
But Maul don't play ball.
Because that
But-
seems like some first year shit.
But Maul kind of, he a little older, so it's like back when they was hot, Maul was probably prime Maul. Like, who knows what that nigga looked like then?
What is prime?
You think he
Maul
brought
look
that
like?
much cool value,
Probably.
like in the streets,
Cleaner fitted.
So what? Brandon Jennings and Trevor Ariza?
just to even Joe Budden? I don't
The
know.
podcast
No.
when he was there.
Just
I don't
Maul,
think that
just,
that-
just Maul in New York. Is he that nigga?
Who knows, man?
Who is, I mean, look, if you're
I know,
not
he-
Jay-Z, you know what I mean?
I mean, he's cool with a few niggas that'll let him shack up. You know, don't kick a man when he's down.
If he's wearing Lauren's jacket, he's that nigga.
Takes a little something to get here.
Hey yo, this nigga. They said he was just homeless. That's crazy.
He did say
That's
recently.
such a weird thing to say. Like, that has to be true, right?
right? Yeah, right.
Like,
yeah,
Like,
right.
it couldn't
To
not
a
be.
nigga who doesn't have a home.
recently.
Like,
That shit will piss me the fuck off. Though. Like that's some shit that would tick a nigga off though. It's like, my nigga, you're homeless.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you talking about me? And if you are gonna speak on me, you better use my fucking name. Don't be calling me dude. Like, put some respect on a nigga who has a fucking roof to sleep under.
Yeah.
You
You know
better
what I'm saying?
address
Like-
me
like,
accordingly.
Yeah, bro. It's like it does make it a lot easier to like disrespect a nigga on all levels, bro.
This nigga not,
like
even,
you
this nigga
can't
not even paying home tax.
like you can't address a nigga when you don't have an address.
I can't, bro. I can't, dog. I'm sorry.
Not even realistic about his own situation.
I can't, bro. I'm sorry, bro. That shit's crazy, dog.
This nigga can't get no fan mail, no nothing, no postcards.
You
So,
don't even
yeah.
gotta pay your bucks.
So yeah, I mean, in terms of this whole Rory and Mal responding to Joe Budden's critique, I don't know. It just goes back to me saying like Joe Budden had a critique that literally fucking shook up the whole goddamn podcasting sphere to where everybody had to have subject matters and shit on here, which is pretty. It's crazy when
You
you're
did it again, man.
Yeah, it's crazy when you have to have when your content, you know, you got other people reacting to your shit. It's a moment.
mean,
He did it again. The best podcast in the game.
why'd you look at AJ for validation, nigga?
I looked at
I
you.
wasn't even paying attention.
Nah, you looked at me while looking at AJ. I saw you, nigga. Try to kill two birds, one
I
stone,
looked at
nigga.
you. That's how you know what I'm saying?
I mean, look, he's killing it. I'll give it to him. His word is law. I mean, shit. That's
Pretty
how
much.
everybody.
That's pretty much how it's going, bro. His word is law out
I
here.
mean, I guess.
Were we rocking his 𝔓𝔦𝔑 during it all?
What video is that?
No, because that Danny video kind of gave us both
All right.
that we kind of wanted.
But can you, try to Google Maul real quick.
Oh yeah, did you? Yeah, we were looking up his
I
age.
put Rory and Mal's age.
Did
So
you
it's Maul
find
by
any?
the way? Is that his thing? Maul by the way?
I think it is. Yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
Yep,
So I'll just do Maul by the way.
Well, just click on that. That gives you his. That website gives you his bio, famous birthdays and shit. Yeah.
It gotta
81.
be.
He's 42.
What the fuck?
42? God damn.
Oh hell nah, this nigga, you better not have just been homeless.
Yeah.
Especially if you didn't just go through a divorce.
Even
Like,
if-
if you just went through a divorce, we can understand that.
But even if he was homeless,
Absolutely not.
Even if he was homeless 5 years ago, the nigga about 35 years old still
Bro,
being
this-
homeless.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's fucking crazy.
Well,
Yeah, it's. I don't like that at all. You are 12 years out of being acceptably homeless.
Yo, I apologize to all Libras. This is bad representation. Are you a Libra?
Bro, this nigga's birthday is the day after mine.
How you feel about this shit, man? This
Yeah, bro.
broke ass.
He is
I feel
12.
like he's putting us to shame.
The only like he's 12 years displaced from acceptably being homeless. Like 30 was the cutoff, unless he was going through
30
a
years
divorce.
the cutoff.
Unless he was going through a divorce, because we know that fucks niggas up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
So
do
I-
need a rebound era.
I can understand a nigga being bouncing around and shit going through divorce.
Fact.
So unless he went through a divorce,
But
him being homeless at any point in these last 12
he did
years
go
are
through
crazy.
divorce. He divorced Joe.
True.
Yes.
Very true.
But like
Yes.
He divorced Joe, but then he got that podcast back.
he probably wasn't married.
Well, he got a
Realist.
new bitch, and she didn't have anything brought to the table, really. You know what I'm
And
saying?
what does 10,471 most popular mean?
It means he's in the top 11,000 most popular radio hosts.
Oh yeah, on this website, not in the world.
Jesus
10,000.
Yeah.
Like,
That's on
I
his
can't believe
website.
they even ranked that high.
But let's jump into
The AI did it.
speaking of Maul not having an address. Let's talk about some of